Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into history to uncover the stories you thought you knew. Today, we're exploring a fascinating question: why didn't Russia colonize Africa? Let's unravel this mystery together. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel for more of African-related content. By the late 19th century, European powers were scrambling to carve up Africa in what is known as the Scramble for Africa. France, Britain, Germany, Belgium, Portugal, and even Italy claimed vast territories. But one major European power was notably absent from this colonial rush: Russia. Let's explore the reasons behind Russia's non-involvement in African colonization. First, let's consider geography and priorities. Russia is an immense country stretching across Europe and Asia. Throughout its history, Russia focused on expanding eastward into Siberia and the Far East, areas closer to its borders and more strategically significant. Colonizing Africa would have required a massive allocation of resources, which were already stretched thin by Russia's continental ambitions. Second, Russia faced significant military and political challenges in Europe. The Crimean War, 1853 to 1856, was a stark reminder of the power struggle in Europe, pitting Russia against an alliance of Britain, France, the Ottoman Empire and Sardinia. This conflict highlighted Russia's vulnerabilities and reinforced its need to secure its position in Europe and Asia, rather than seeking distant colonies in Africa. Third, internal issues played a crucial role. Russia was dealing with serfdom, economic reforms and modernization efforts under leaders like Tsar Alexander II. These domestic challenges demanded attention and resources, leaving little room for overseas adventures. Interestingly, Russia did attempt some overseas expansion, but not in Africa. Instead, they focused on Alaska and parts of North America, which they eventually sold to the United States in 1867. This sale underscored Russia's pragmatic approach to distant territories, prioritizing manageable and strategically advantageous regions over far-flung African colonies. Moreover, the logistics of colonizing Africa were daunting. Establishing colonies required a strong navy and extensive maritime routes, areas where Russia lagged behind its European rivals. The British and French navies dominated the seas, making it challenging for Russia to compete in Africa. So, to sum it up, Russia did not colonize Africa due to a combination of geographical focus, military and political challenges in Europe, pressing internal issues, a pragmatic approach to expansion, and logistical constraints. These factors collectively steered Russia's imperial ambitions away from Africa. Moreover, the logistics of colonizing Africa were daunting. Establishing colonies required a strong navy and extensive maritime routes, areas where Russia lagged behind its European rivals. The British and French navies dominated the seas, making it challenging for Russia to compete in Africa. Another reason is the lack of a strong mercantile tradition. Unlike Britain and the Netherlands, Russia did not have a significant merchant class pushing for overseas colonies for trade purposes. Russian economic interests were largely agrarian and land-based, focusing on exploiting their vast territories rather than seeking new markets abroad. Additionally, Russia's diplomatic focus was on Europe and Asia. Russian leaders were more concerned with influencing and controlling the balance of power in their own neighborhood. Engaging in the Great Game against British influence in Central Asia was more pressing than competing in Africa. Technological and industrial limitations also played a role. Russia was slower to industrialize compared to Western European powers. This industrial lag meant that Russia lacked the technological advancements in transportation and communication that facilitated European colonization in Africa. Finally, cultural and intellectual perspectives influenced Russia's imperial strategy. Russian intellectuals and policymakers often viewed their country as a unique Eurasian empire with a destiny different from that of Western European colonial powers. This cultural self-perception led to a focus on expanding and consolidating power within Eurasia. History often hinges on a complex web of factors, and Russia's absence in Africa is a perfect example of how strategic priorities shape the actions of nations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more historical insights. See you next time.